Hello, friends, and welcome back to the another amazing and a brand new live stream. So, guys, what we are exploring today is a major fraud in the administration. So, guys, all right, pause whatever you are doing because this is not a meme or any random. This is not a satire and this is not even conspiracy theory. Senator Rand Paul just released his 2025 Festivus Report, and according to the numbers, Washington burned through $1.6 trillion in waste, fraud, and outright insanity. That's not the money from some abstract budget. That's your money, guys. It's taxpayers' money. Taxes you paid, debt your kids will inherit. And so, guys, before anyone says this is cherry picked, understand what this report actually is. Every year, Rand Paul's team combs through federal spending records and highlights programs that survive the audits, committees, and bureaucratic approval, meaning someone signed off on all of this repeatedly. So, guys, let's start with the absurd before we get to the dangerous. So, millions of dollars were spent studying dogs on cocaine. Another million went on to teaching teenage ferrets to binge drink alcohol. $14 million forced monkeys to play a game show style video game. $77 million funded a Department of Defense dolphin and sea lion training program that wasn't even necessary. And yes, nearly $500,000 went towards a video game design challenge for children because apparently that's a federal emergency now. Can you guess it? Then there is the cultural engineering side of the spending. Almost $1 million targeting ultra specific Los Angeles subcultures. Over $3 million to a major university for safe space ambassadors. DEI hires and endless committees that don't build, fix, or protect anything. Millions promoting insects as food for the humans, hundreds of thousands turning Pakistani children into cartoon climate activists. None of this improves the roads, lowers the prices, or keeps people safe. But now comes the part where laughter stops. Tens of millions went into bat coronavirus and gain of function research connected to Wuhan, millions more for the animal experiments that shocked even seasoned researchers, and money enhancing bird flu viruses with researchers tied to the same ecosystem that already failed us once, and millions implanting aborted fetal tissue into humanized mice. Regardless of where you stand politically, guys, this is taxpayer funded risk with global consequences. Now, infrastructure, that is total face plant. $7.5 billion for the electric vehicle chargers, and after all that spending, only 68 stations actually work. That's not the green energy, that's a masterclass in incompetence. Nearly $2 billion over budget on a space shuttle program that arrived 6 years late and still stranded astronauts. That's not innovation, that's institutional failure as well. Coming to social programs, completely off the rails. Over $22 billion on migrant programs that didn't just provide the shelter but paid for their furniture, car repairs, and home down payments. Tens of millions paying influencers to push COVID vaccines. Millions more paying TikTok creators to reduce drug use. And nearly $2 million on obesity trap apps targeting specific ethnic groups. Guys, this isn't a governance, this is a content strategy funded by a paycheck. And now comes the real gut punch. In 2025 alone, the United States will spend $1.2 trillion just paying interest on its debt. Not the schools, not defense, not healthcare. That is interest. That's what happens when a nation maxes out its credit card and keeps swiping. And if you think this madness is slowing down, think again, guys. The report already flags 2026 spending lined up for pediatric gender transition programs, millions for a town in Alaska with 67 residents, and hundreds of thousands for activists labeling gas stoves and President Trump as public threats. The pipeline is almost full. The checkbook and is still open. So, guys, what happens next? Politically, this report fuels budget fights. debt ceiling battles, and election year messaging. Practically very little changes unless voters force it. Because Washington doesn't feel pain from waste, taxpayers do. Inflation does. The national debt also suffers. So, this is the moment, guys, where people stop arguing left versus right and start asking a harder question. Why does the system reward spending more than the results? And why does a failure get more funding? And why are Americans told to tighten their belts while the federal government throws $1 trillion into a bonfire? So, guys, now I want to hear from you which of these expenses made you the angriest, and do you think this ever actually stops without a full receipt? Drop your thoughts in the comments, guys, because this story isn't about the ideology anymore. It's about the accountability, your funds. And right now, Washington has none of that. Thank you so much for joining in today, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to comment it. I will respond back to you shortly. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this breakdown, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing breakdowns. See you next time. Thank you.